Friends, you must have often heard that if there's any planet other than Earth where life could possibly exist, it's Mars. However, scientists believe that our universe is so vast that it's hard to imagine life existing only on Earth. According to them, there must be many other planets in the universe where life is possible, where living beings may exist, even if we don't yet know whether they are like us or not. But they are likely alive. Some scientists have even claimed that life on Earth may have actually come from Mars. Now, how true this is, I cannot confirm, but the big question remains, was there ever life on Mars? And if so, how and when did it vanish? This is a question that fascinates everyone. Today, we will explore this topic and try to understand the kind of conditions that may have turned Mars into a lifeless planet, while transferring the seed of life to Earth. As you might know, all planets are born from stars, and the planets in our solar system were born from our Sun. Since the Sun is the hottest celestial body, the planets formed from it were also initially extremely hot. But unlike stars, planets cannot generate their own heat, so they began to cool down over millions of years. Mars, being much smaller than Earth and farther from the Sun, cooled down earlier. When Earth was still burning like a furnace, Mars had already reached an ideal temperature, and clean oceans of water started flowing there. Evidence of this ancient flowing water has been found by our space missions. Scientists have discovered signs of water on Mars. In those Martian oceans, tiny bacteria began to form, and on any planet, life always starts in the form of bacteria. But to evolve into larger organisms, it takes a long journey. Mars, however, didn't get that time. A massive asteroid collided with Mars, releasing energy equal to thousands of nuclear bombs, and wiped out its surface along with the bacteria. At around the same time, another celestial body hit Earth, splitting it into two parts. Back then, there was no life on Earth. One part became the Earth we live on, and the other part became what we now call the Moon. That's why, in Hindu mythology, the Moon is said to be Earth's sibling, and we refer to the Moon as Chandamama. This collision turned out to be a blessing, as it helped create favorable conditions for future life on Earth. In 2014, NASA's rovers captured 21 stunning images from Mars. These images showed rounded stones, which form after thousands of years of flowing water, as well as canyons and river-like formations. This led scientists to believe that despite the asteroid impact, liquid water might have remained below the Martian surface. Volcanoes on Mars would have erupted, releasing water vapor. You should also know that the tallest mountain on Mars, Olympus Mons, is actually a massive volcano, 3 times taller than Mount Everest. These volcanoes expelled steam, which formed clouds and caused rain. This could have triggered a second phase of life on Mars, but this too didn't last long. Being far from the Sun, Mars became extremely cold, and all its water froze. The extreme cold wiped out even the microbial life that had started to form. Meanwhile, Earth was reaching an ideal temperature. The Moon's gravitational pull helped stabilize Earth's axis, which led to the formation of seasons, something Mars lacks because its moons are too small. Earth, on the other hand, has a large moon that keeps it tilted in a stable way, allowing for a balance of seasons like winter, summer, and monsoon. Unlike Mars, life on Earth didn't remain limited to bacteria. Many diverse life forms began to evolve in the oceans. At that time, Earth didn't yet have an ozone layer, so life couldn't survive outside the oceans. But thanks to its ideal temperature, bacteria formed that could tolerate the sun's heat and began producing a magical substance, oxygen. Eventually, the amount of oxygen on Earth became much greater than on Mars. When ultraviolet rays from the sun hit the oxygen, they split its atoms and formed the ozone layer, which protected Earth from harmful rays. A thick blanket of ozone surrounded the planet, improving its atmosphere. Life slowly moved from oceans to land. By this time, Mars had fallen far behind Earth in terms of hosting life. Mars had lost its opportunity, but Earth began to flourish with giant creatures like dinosaurs, who ruled the planet for 160 million years. But even they couldn't rule forever. Another asteroid struck Earth, wiping out the dinosaurs and causing global devastation. For years, fire rained from the skies, and Earth became a living hell. This event, however, became a blessing for us. Without the extinction of dinosaurs, humans may never have emerged. The end of dinosaurs gave mammals a chance to thrive. Over millions of years, these mammals evolved, leading to the emergence of intelligent beings, humans. Where dinosaurs ruled with brute strength, humans began to rule with intelligence. We learned how to use the planet's resources and have advanced to the point where we can now easily destroy any species on Earth. But we must acknowledge that life is not easy to create. Life can only exist on planets where conditions are ideal, where the temperature allows water to remain in liquid form, where there is a large satellite to stabilize the planet, where an ozone layer protects from harmful radiation, and where a magnetic field shields life from solar storms. Though the universe contains billions of planets, very few may have Earth-like conditions. Still, that doesn't mean Earth is the only planet with life. On those other planets, aliens might rule the way we do on Earth. As long as Earth continues to provide ideal conditions, we humans will thrive. But how long will those conditions last? Many factors could change that: an asteroid impact, a deadly virus, or even our own weapons. While such events may wipe out humans, they won't necessarily wipe out all life. Life has existed here for billions of years, while humans have only been around for 200,000 years. Earth has faced countless catastrophes, yet life has returned again and again. So even if a disaster wipes out humanity, conditions supporting life may persist, and life will start again, just as it did before. Maybe, in the future, someone else will rule Earth as we do now. These processes have always been ongoing and will continue in the future. And yes, one day Earth will end too, and the cause will be our own sun. As the sun ages and its fuel runs out, it will grow larger. Scientists believe the sun has already become 15% hotter than before. Eventually, it will expand so much that it will engulf the Earth, and our planet will melt into the sun. So, I'll just say this: Earth is not immortal. Just as everything that is born must eventually end, Earth too has a beginning and will have an end. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, give it a like, and to watch more such videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Please subscribe my channel.